Hello everybody, welcome back to SheffPlays, and you can't see my face because this is more of a discussion on a map, and this isn't something I've done before, but it's something I want to give a try. So we're going to be having Verruckt gameplay in the background because I want to talk about it. I've played it a couple times on live over the past week or so, and I just want to say the reason that I've been playing this instead of newer Call of Duties or anything is I think that Verruckt is one of the best, not only design, but setting and gameplay-wise maps that Treyarch's ever released. And that might sound like a stretch considering maps like Origins and Mob of the Dead, but I really think there's something super special about it because it feels like where they really started to get their footing. I know Noct was the ground zero, like, first map, but this one feels like Zombies was starting to get its identity. And in that, you had the perks and the teddy bear and the mystery box, which, you know, not a favorite, but still, it was a fundamental, you know, part of the game. And the introduction of the Wonderwaff, that was super dope. Except if you know, rolled at War Zombies, on Shino Numa with that, if you shoot it too close to yourself, you lose Jug, even if it still says you have it. Not important to this map or relevant, but I just wanted to point that out because it's a weird thing. And yeah, I've always had a love for this map. It'll always be one of my favorites because it was one of the first ones I played on top of just... I really like zombie maps where you can just get in, knock out a game in 5 to 10 minutes. And this was built for that. Zombies wasn't a huge thing back then. It wasn't meant for you to spend 4 days figuring out how to get a weapon, you know. You didn't have to spend 5 hours once you figured out how to do an Easter egg just to do it for one run and lose everything. You just got in to play. And don't get me wrong, I love Easter eggs. I think they're a blast. I think they're fun. And although I've only done a couple, I do enjoy myself while I'm doing them. They can be frustrating, but sometimes it's nice to play zombies and actually accomplish something. But back then, you didn't have to. And without all the objectives and Easter egg stuff to do, you really just survived, and it was fun back then because there was no real leaderboard. There was no leveling up, so you had to like rush to do everything, or certain things were locked or unlocked. But you just played. You just jumped in to have fun because it was a completely different experience from what Call of Duty's had to offer before. And I think that's really awesome. This map, although I've kind of said it, I feel is really a staple. Now, you didn't really have 4 different characters. They were kind of just Soldier 1, 2, 3, and 4. And if I'm correct, they were all voiced by the same person. And, oh man, it just felt like fun back then. Whenever I jump into zombies in a newer Call of Duty, it's like you have to unlock this gun in order to actually level it up, and you gotta level up your character first before you can even do that. And there's certain things you can only do once you're leveled up, and that just... it adds a sense of replayability, but when it's like that, it just feels like you're only doing it just so you can play the full game. At least to me. Which is why I still play this old one. I don't have to worry about leveling up. I don't have to worry about ranks. I don't have to worry about a leaderboard. I could just jump in, play a quick game, and call it a day. And there's no major repercussion for losing, you know? I don't lose a wonder weapon I spent a year on trying to figure out. I know that's hyperbole, but... like, you don't have to do anything besides survive. And so when you die, it's like, oh man, well, I got decently high, or that was a really rough round, I can go again. And that was it. You don't lose anything. You just play. And I may have repeated myself a couple times in this video and sounded like a broken record, but I just, oh man, I can't get over this map. And not just this one, just all 4 of them in general. They're just it was a phenomenal time for Call of Duty Zombies. It had such a strong start, and then I think Black Ops 1 did good in the follow-up, but it wasn't... I didn't like it as much as this one. Black Ops 2 was really good. It started to innovate a lot of different things. We started to see those Easter eggs, which, again, are completely optional. They never force you to do them. But even with Black Ops 2, there was no level up system, so you were just playing to see what you could get done. And not everyone might see it like that, where like they feel like they have to do everything. But sometimes I feel like I do when I play the new ones, because they lock stuff behind it, whether it's the wonder weapon or, you know, a certain shield or perkaholic or whatever. And yeah, I totally get it. For those that go through and want to do the Easter egg, they should get a reward. But I just feel like it makes it feel more like a task. And if I wanted tasks, I'd play multiplayer or campaign. I wish Treyarch would, with their next installment, even if it's just one out of the dozen maps we'll probably end up getting. That's a lie. Out of the couple maps we'll probably end up getting, I would like at least one just to be a small scale, survive as long as you can map. And I don't mean as small as World War II's Grosston House. Although that map is fun, it's, you know, it can be game over on round one if you're not paying enough attention. And I guess any of these can, but I mean, like, this map to me is perfect. Like, the perk layouts, the box locations, the doors, like, the wall weapon locations, the size, it just feels like the perfect little Zombies experience. And, you know, I wish Treyarch would do more of them, or even if they remastered this map again, I would be totally fine with that. I would love that. I would probably play it more than whatever new maps they come out with. If, let's face reality, they aren't all just remakes. But they have 2 years to work on the next one, so, you know, we'll give them a little bit of props and see what they can come up with. But yeah, that's really it. I've been playing this map, like I said, a couple times on the live here and there, and I just really wanted to show it my appreciation and tell you guys why I usually jump on it before any other Zombies map lately. So yeah, you know, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're having a good day. If you're watching early on, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one, and if you want to hear more of my takes on Zombies maps and hear me break down more of them, I wouldn't mind doing that. I really enjoyed doing it for this one. Then again, this is like in my top 3 Zombies maps, so it was fairly easy. I could do one I don't like and just kind of explain why I don't like it. And then I could do one others don't like, but I enjoy and explain why. Like Die Rise or Transit. Those are a couple of my favorites too. So, you know. And the next, until next time, see ya.